About 19, I guess it was around 1997 or so, I was working on a record called what is it called? With These Hands, it was called. And I was making that with Stephen Bruton, my dear friend who's no longer with us, who I love so much. He produced my first 3 albums, you know. In fact, if it wasn't for Stephen, I never really would have made another album. I was ready to seek employment in the record store I was working on. I was working at Waterloo Records in Austin. And I thought that that was going to be my thing. And I was quite happy playing at the Hole in the Wall and, you know, working at Waterloo. But Stephen said, we're going to make a record. So on the third record, though, With These Hands, we had some wonderful guests. We had T-Bone Burnett, Willie Nelson, and Jennifer Warren come and sing with us and play with us. One day we were in this place called Cucamonga, California. We were at the studio. And as we were setting up in the studio, the engineer comes down and he says, what's your name? I said, Alejandro Escovedo. He goes, there's some Escovedos upstairs making a record. You know? I said, who is it? He goes, it's this guy named Pete Escovedo. Well, that's my brother. You know? So we had no idea that we were in the same studio. I go up and, you know, we reunite. He had everybody there. He had Sheila E., he had Peter Michael, Juan, Zena, his whole family, and Juanita, my sister-in-law, was there. So Stephen, of course, says, look, we got to get you guys on the record. And so we sang on this record. We played it together on a song called With These Hands, which is a song I'd written about my dad, right? So as we were listening to the playback, I remember Sheila turning to me and my brother Pete and saying, why did it take you guys so long to play together? And the song was interesting because it was about our father. And I had written a story about my father crossing the border. You know? And so what transpired from that, though, was an idea that maybe we should do a play based on my father's life because it was so interesting. It began in 1907, a little town called Saltillo in the state of Coahuila in northern Mexico. He was a Yaqui Mayan Indian, you know. And so it's about his journey at 12 years old, finding his parents who had left him when he was very young, you know, to be raised by his grandparents. And they had gone north into Texas to find him. Age of 12, he hops a train with a cousin. They make their way to San Antonio. They find that my father's parents are in this little town called Luling, Texas, and they're picking watermelons there. So he's reunited with his mother and father and his sister, but finds that his father is a terribly abusive man, very violent to my father, hard drinker, not a very kind man at all. So at the age of 16, my father runs away again, heads west to a little town called Pittsburgh, California, and that's where his journey began. You know? So this story and this song is what inspired this play. And playing with my brother, he also played interplay with me on the record, on the soundtrack. And it was a beautiful thing for us. So I'm going to sing the song, and the song is called Wave. Everybody waves goodbye. Climb aboard the train. Turn and wave goodbye again. Some go north, some go south. Maybe east, some left, some are red, some are poor. But everybody's got to wait. They've headed for the other side. Sun shines brighter there, and everyone's got golden hair. They went north, they went south, they leave some left, some are rich, some are poor, but everybody's got to wait. Cousin said, we're gonna find the ones that left. Boy comes aboard the train, never to wait by again. He went north, he went south, maybe east, some left out, some are rich, some are poor. Everybody's got to wait. Don't you cry, I made it to the other side. The sun's not brighter here, it only shines on golden hair. I went north, I went south.